Don't blink, no, I don't wanna miss it. One thing, and it's back to the beginning. 'Cause everything is rushing in fast. Keep going on, never look back. And it's 1, 2, 3, 4 times. Then I'll try for one more night. Light a fire in my eyes. I'm going out of my mind, yeah.
I'm gonna be honest here. I'm not exactly a huge fan of musical comedy or musical drama TV shows. Like, I personally haven't even seen a single episode of High School Musical, the musical, the series. So I didn't think I would care to watch Julie and the Phantoms, which I think is a fair thing for me to say because it's cut from the same cloth as the High School Musical series. But what made me want to give Julie and the Phantoms a chance was after coming across this fan video on YouTube posted by the channel Santiago Next that features the gay ship between the characters Alex and Willie, which I didn't even know who they were at that point. And me being someone who stands good LGBTQ+ representation on television and anything in the media, I was definitely curious to check out one episode at the very least of this show. Fast forward 4 days later, I completed all 9 episodes of the first season and I actually had a really good time watching them. To summarize what this show is about, the main protagonist is of course Julie Molina, a high school teenager who lives for music and performing, but kinda gave all of that up after the death of her mother, whom the show doesn't want to reveal to the audience directly as to who she is, but come on now. It's kinda obvious to figure out who she is, but I won't spoil that for you right now. In the first episode, she is visited by the ghosts of 3 17-year-olds, Luke, Reggie, and Alex, who all died in 1995 due to a really, really unfortunate reason involving hot dogs. What a way to go out, huh? And these guys were in a band called Sunset Curve with another guy called Bobby, whom if I'm not mistaken is a rhythm guitarist. Julie is obviously spooked out by them at first, but the funny thing is she can hear them and she can see them, but nobody else can. So throughout the show, she ends up looking real crazy because to other people, it looks like she's talking to herself. The band later finds out that Julie has this amazing talent in singing and playing the piano, and so all of them agree to form a band of their own called Julie and the Phantoms. One other important thing I need to point out is that Luke, Reggie, and Alex have this unique ability where whenever they perform with Julie, they can become visible and audible to humans. Because of that, they also use this as an opportunity to chase their own dreams in becoming a successful band, which they were almost able to achieve back in '95. Back to my non-spoiler review. I felt like despite some expected corny moments placed into the show here and there, Julie and the Phantoms is a show that has a lot of heart. And I have to say, as a 26-year-old viewer, a lot of the jokes really landed in my opinion. I actually feel like it has that same Disney magic that a lot of my favorite Disney Channel shows also had, despite the show not being a Disney show itself. But because Kenny Ortega of the High School Musical film franchise is the director, I really got that impression. In terms of the casting for this show, I felt like each character was perfectly cast. The main cast especially took on each of the characters and their individual personalities really well, and it just felt so natural to me. I personally loved Madison Reyes as Julie, and Jeremy Shaida as Reggie, whom by the way, as a fan of Voltron Legendary Defender, it felt really good to hear Lance through Jeremy. It brings me back so many good and bad memories. And of course, I really loved the LGBT storyline between Owen Patrick Joyner's Alex and Boo Boo Stewart's Willie. So I think a lot of LGBT fans and even straight allies wouldn't be disappointed with their portrayal. The songs on the most part were a joy to listen to, and they really enhanced the experiences the characters were going through in each episode. A lot of the music actually reminded me of some of the High School Musical songs. For example, the song The Music Inside of Me from episode 4 had very similar vibes to You Got the Music in Me from High School Musical 2, and I Want It All from High School Musical 3. But my two favorite songs were definitely Perfect Harmony, and of course, the tearjerker Unsaid Emily, which I think that song is a fan favorite for sure. I gotta give kudos to Madison because she ate every song she sings up on this show. Her voice is amazing and really radio friendly actually. In terms of the issues I have with the show, I don't really have any overarching negatives to share with you, but I do kind of wish they gave Reggie a subplot of his own, or at least more things to do in the season. The show did give us some insight into some of the problems his family had faced or are currently facing in the present, so maybe season 2 can expound on this further. The same goes with Carrie, the resident mean girl of the show. Like, by the end of season 1, I don't particularly care about which direction this show is going to take with her character in the future, so yeah. In conclusion, Julie and the Phantoms is an incredibly charming show on Netflix that's filled with loads of characters that are just as charming and likable. Some characters though definitely shone more than others, but I think that's to be expected given that the season only has 9 episodes. My next video will sort of be a spoiler review video in which I will touch on some of the characters and key events that took place during the season that I really want to single out and talk about. So please check that video out for when it's posted. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please like this video, leave some comments down below, and subscribe to my channel so that you will know when my next spoiler review video is posted. Have a great day ahead. Bye guys!